Hello everyone, it's Savelinius here once again in Cairn. We're going to continue our journey and make our way to the top of the mountain of Kami. So, last time I believe we went up there to see what this viewpoint has to offer and found a backpack of some sort with some equipment inside. I don't remember quite well what it was, but it wasn't too much if I remember right. So, yeah, I also recall that we have cooked some food for ourselves, and I think we may use it just about now. Although, I can't really tell how much of it is going to be useful. Maybe we can just leave it as it has quite a long time when it's going to stay fresh. So, yeah, maybe let's just hang on to that and we're going to use it later on. But we're definitely going to drink some water to fill out our water bar so that we are not thirsty and so that we get ready for the next part of the journey. I think I've already collected quite enough on this level of the mountain. There was plenty of litter around. I can also fill out the water bottle immediately. Yeah, I think that's all the containers ready. Okay, I think we can climb on here in order to go through this quite nice ravine. Oh wow, there's a cave with some sort of a camp inside, so we're going to check that out definitely. The route seems quite easy, so we're not going to plan ahead. We just get on it and move ahead without any sort of preparation. I think we'll manage just fine. Let's try to stretch here. I meddled with my recording setup just before this recording. I was hoping to bump up the volume of my microphone while also lowering the volume of the game itself. I found it quite bad in the previous video recordings with my voice, which was quite low. Okay, I'm gonna need to focus here a little bit. Shake off. Yeah, I think that the voice of mine was quite silent in the previous recording, so I was hoping to fix that before the next one, and we'll see how it goes. It may be a subject to change still. I think there's going to be something else that's going to be worse, and that's the sound of my keyboard, which could have been heard already in previous recordings, and now it may get worse, but it is what it is. I cannot really hope for any better setup right now, as I light the stuff. Yeah, as I'm not really looking forward to making this a regular thing, but rather just the Cairn gameplay itself. A crossed out map. If you're here because of this filthy map, turn back. You're not welcome. There are traps. Okay, doesn't sound like fun. But either way, I definitely want to continue into this cave here. There are some bees here, I hear. Hopefully they won't be
If I run into a bear, I won't mention your cave.
bothered by me. Okay, it looks like there's beehives here. There's plenty of honey around. a huge amount of honey, actually. Yeah, there's this additional menu that was just hinted a couple minutes ago by the game. Oh, I don't need to hold the X button, instead it's just a press. Then I can switch. Wonder what this is about. Oh, okay, I see. I can just tape my fingers without the need of setting up a bivouac. Okay, let's explore this cave for a moment. The hive bears inscriptions. Hive of Queen Maya the Burly, dominantly dandelion, first blooms a little bitter. Okay. Honey dipper. Honey dipper, okay. I think I grabbed some tool. This is more organic than organic food, good natural sugar. Too bad I don't like the taste. Oh, that's sad. I love the taste of honey myself. It seems like it allows some sort of an improvement to our skills. Burst. Not sure what that is. Judging by this symbol right here, I would expect it to increase my hiking speed. Don't know. We'll test it out at some point for sure. The hive bears inscriptions. Hive of Queen Tellus the Mellifluous. Fluos. Weird word. Monophoral linden honey, soothing properties. Yeah. The board is covered with scribbles. This time it's the real deal. Infuse gentian without adding sugar. Boil with honey. Stir continuously for 5 minutes. Okay, a cooking recipe of some kind. Super honey recipe. Okay. A smoker with engraved instructions. I actually know what this is for. You smoke to calm the bee colony before harvesting. Not sure whether I would call it calming the bee colony. I would expect it to flush out the bees out of the hive in order to collect the honey safely. Start harvesting honey once the colony gathers around the queen bee. Okay, I see. Maybe it also serves a purpose of putting the bees in a state of some danger, where they would feel like they are in danger and they want to protect their queen without focusing on the attacker, so to say, the person that's going to open the beehive in order to collect the honey. Hey man, I came by to see you, but you weren't there. We'll be heading down for good soon. I'm looking forward to what lies ahead, and a bit scared too. I'll come back at dawn, the day after tomorrow. Please tell me what you've decided. I know you'll miss your bees, but this cloistered life, hiding in your cave and afraid someone will steal your honey, it's not healthy for you. Maybe it's time you learn to let go? Rhodey. Okay, so somebody decided to live here for longer, seems like. Hive of Queen Hestia the Hearthbound. Common polyfloral honey, perfect for making mead. Okay. So they were looking forward to produce honey in peace, I guess. I think there's this last hive that we can read about. Hive of Queen Bianca the Stern. Creamy, light-colored honey with a woody aroma. Caution, possible disease in 2 frames. Okay. I guess that's all there is to this cave. Nice little hidden detail, actually. I wouldn't expect this game to bear such secrets. So that's awesome. I'm going to look out for those more. Okay, I think we can turn off the light. Not sure if that's a limited resource. And then, yeah, this scouting view, or I think actually somewhere in the game previously when I watched back the videos, it was called the review mode or something like that. I don't think it's going to be helping us out here. So I'm just going to trust my instinct and try to climb up here. We'll see how it goes. We just need to look for some ledges and we should be fine. Climbing isn't that hard in the game. Okay, I would love to move my left hand here, so let's try to do that. Now the right hand, okay. Go into this position. Yeah, we're doing just fine. Yep, we are up. Nice, lovely. Okay, we can inspect this vending machine that's left out here in the open. I think all it has to offer is some trash, but maybe this berry milk is going to be still good for usage. Compote, I'm not quite sure what that is. We'll have to investigate, and I'm also going to take those two things and just put them for compost so that we get rid of the litter as much as possible from the mountain. I can collect the chalk, but my chalk bag is full, so I think it will go to waste if I do it now. I'm going to have to hold on to the litter for now. Sickening slop. A glob of mismatched ingredients. Pinching your nose while eating should help. I wonder why why it was left in the vending machine. Maybe somebody left it there. Oh, there's also item quality in this game. This one is rare. Milk and fruits, little childhood throwback, always nice. The berry milk offers more hunger reduction than the cooked dandelion, which is supposed to be a soup. Interesting. Applesauce, fruits, and sugar to refuel. A good find. Okay. That's nice. Okay, we'll just hold on to everything and just going to see what else is available on this sort of ground. Take a running start. Okay. Hold control and space. Okay. Got it.
Hey Arthur, this is Chris. So, do you ever respond to voicemail? We have no way to know your location. And the sponsors are breathing down my neck. I've been waiting for pictures forever. Can you at least confirm you've taken a few? It's hard enough for them to advertise your performance without any images. But if on top of that you're not giving any news, you know they'll start foaming at the mouth. Anyway, get back to me when you have a chance. I hope everything's okay. My messages aren't making you angry. No need to deny it, I'm starting to know you. I'm just trying to do a decent job, is all.
Oh, you're gonna be so mad when you find out what I did to that camera.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This Chris guy is getting probably annoyed but also kind of worried that she's not responding. And you don't want to do that in such conditions when you go on such a journey alone. Okay, in the meantime I was thinking that maybe we should actually start to use something from our inventory. Can definitely, yeah, get rid of this dandelion soup. Let's drink some water. I think we're going to use a little bit of chalk before the next climb and just put some of those litter, some of this litter for composting. Yeah, I'm starting to gather too much stuff in my backpack. I always do that when playing video games because I feel like I will always need this stuff later, and it always turns out that I'm just hogging all the things and always run out of space. Okay, I lost a bit of time just walking around, and right now I'm kind of worried about the sunlight. So we're just going to fill out our containers. Scout ahead very quickly. Hopefully this passage is going to be good enough. I believe it will actually. Oh, there's also some small inscription right here for us to investigate. I don't think we need to really go back. I think it's going to be quite manageable. So let's use the magnesium or the chalk that we have. Collect the chalk from the composting. Oh, okay, it doesn't get used immediately into our chalk bag. Instead, it can be packed into some sort of a storage container. Which is nice. Okay, let's carry on. I don't need to use my right hand here, I would rather have my left hand here. Just going to need to sort of push our way through. Okay. Not the best climb, but we can manage. We need to traverse here. And I think we're going to be risking a fall here, unless I move quickly enough. Okay. Climbing in the rain. Oh, I think it's starting to rain. Okay, so we're going to have to use our piton first. Too much was happening, I had to, I believe.
Phew.
Okay. This is a little bit bad. It's our first struggle. I don't think we can afford to stay on the rock face. I think we're going to have to try and push through with the usage of our chalk bag. Yeah, and try to
Let's do this.
make our way through with what we are dealt with. Trying to do this as quickly as possible. while also trying to stay efficient.
I'm gonna slip.
You're not going to slip, Ava, don't worry. Okay, let's chalk up again. If it's so easy to get some chalk back, then I'm not going to bother preserving it for some harder conditions. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, which is nice. Okay, let's continue on. See whether we can find any trash on our way through the mountain. We're going to be picking up everything that we can find. I think there's a plant that we can collect, a thistle. I think those lights are actually the bouldering hole that we started in, judging also by what we have seen in one of the previous episodes when we were a bit lower down and looked back. I can climb this little piece of rock formation, which funnily enough is not a stupid thing, and there are some real life boulders that people are climbing just for fun. You can find a rock that's like a meter high, so you have to like crouch in order to be at the same sort of height level, and people still try to organize some sort of a climbing route on such a boulder, just for the sake of a challenge, I guess. Very nice view. I can check the time. Yeah, it's going to get dark soon, so I hope... Yep, there it is. We have a place to set up a camp. We're going to rest a bit, specifically wait out the night, so that we don't find ourselves in a situation of climbing in the dark. That would be quite tragic and most dangerous. I believe it's a climb bot of some other person.
Oh, look at you. Your circuits are frozen. Where did you come from? All the way up there? And you're getting back down? By yourself? All right, let's go. There's nothing we can do for him. We'll see if we can pick him up on the way back. Poor bag of bolts.
That's kind of sad. I wonder what she put those rocks on it for. Maybe just to stop it in place. Bear-proof box. Okay, some climbing equipment here. Kuri strip. I don't think I have enough space in my backpack to pick those things up. Let's use the chalk. I'm going to compost this trash. Our climbing tape is full. I'm not sure how useful it will be later on. So far we haven't used any. We're also quite good on the pitons. What else was there? Oh, I took it by accident either way. Let's pick those things up and see what they are used for. This one. Okay, so it's some sort of medical equipment. Thin strips of polyester to mend superficial wounds. Very useful. Kind of like a climbing tape, honestly. Okay, but I think it's supposed to, like, close up the wounds. Or, like, push the skin together so that the open wound gets closed a little bit. And also gives grit for a moment. Freeze-dried veggies, I guess. I guess this thing is best used in cooking. And we may be actually looking forward to cook this. Before we go to sleep, I'm going to go here and see what else can I find here. I think it's a path towards some climbing spot, maybe. Let's stick to the wall so that we do not fall down. Okay, this rock seems to be wet. I would have to avoid it and go to the left, which seems like a suitable option. This part of the route looks quite easy. This is where we are going to have the most problems, I believe. But it should be doable. Then a little traverse to the left on this ledge, which doesn't seem quite nice, considering we do not have any handholds. Okay, there's another cave here that we can actually scout with our review mode. I think I would like to go inside. There's some plant here to pick up. And also from there we could take this path, which doesn't lead anywhere actually. Okay, things are getting a bit tricky right now. I'm going to come back to scouting later. Or actually, maybe we don't even need to go here instead. Just try to get on here. If we can manage this first couple of meters, then the rest should be quite nice. Although this part right here doesn't really look comfortable. Okay, we're going to come back to the safe spot and scout up there. I would like to visit this cave, but I don't think it's a suitable option unless the other options that we are given are going to be worse. We'll see. right now we're just going to get a little bit of a sleep. Save as well. Yeah, and I think we can first get some sleep so that our hunger and thirst go down a little bit more. We're going to be filling those bars up anyway. And I'm going to wake up a bit earlier than usual because I also want to have some time for cooking. So let's use our water bottle and cook those freeze-dried veggies. I'm kind of sad that there are no options to cook up meals by combining some ingredients. That would be nice. But still having the option to cook anything is quite lovely. Yeah, let's hit it straight away. We're going to drink also some water. We're going to leave the can for now. We're going to drink this water. And let's collect the chalk, why not? We're going to hold on to the trash for now, because I don't think we can compost anything while our chalk is ready to be picked up. And yeah, definitely we're going to be using our chalk more often, considering how much trash we pick up on the way. So yeah, I think this is a nice point to stop the episode. We have an early morning, we had a good night's sleep, we ate some food, so we're going to save again just in case. And I'm going to be saying thank you for joining in for this episode of Cairn with Avelenivius, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Peace out.